Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Ari from Fit Pro VR. Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me okay? If you can hear me, let me know in the chat because I'm trying something different. I'm going no headphones today, and it's going to be a little bit different because I can't hear myself. But if you can hear me, just let me know in the comments that you can because that will be helpful for me at the moment. I am using my Yeti X microphone, and as people trickle in, we will go ahead and get started. However, oh yes, Nick Lane, I'm so glad you can hear me. It's just the two of us. It's like a date right now. Um, but yeah, I got lots of cool stuff. I brought my whole supplement cabinet down with me. I brought all my VR accessories that people have sent to me or have purchased or things like that. And basically what I'm going to do today is I want to talk about all the different things. I feel like VR accessories and like supplements that you put into your body kind of go hand in hand because it's like you don't really need either of them. However, it's something that if you like it, you buy it and it could be better, but maybe not really. So that's what I'm gonna be talking about today is again supplements and um VR accessories. Today was fun day for me. I took my son to the Spirit Halloween store to get his Halloween costume, and that's always a blast because when you go to Spirit Halloween, there's always like we always end up coming home with like $200 worth of stuff because we buy things that we keep around the house like year round. Like we have a Michael Myers pillow now, and we have a Michael Myers doormat, and I got this hat. Look at this hat. I don't know if you guys. I'm a big horror movie buff, but this hat, if you recognize it, oh my god, I was so pumped when I saw this hat last year when we were like in big lockdown. Because if you don't know, I live in Philadelphia and I'm in the metro area, so like if you've ever watched the movie Rocky, I'm like a couple blocks from the Rocky music, from like the Rocky steps where he runs up. So we're pretty close inside the metro, and we were on like big lockdown last year. So we spent the year watching, or we spent a couple months watching 100 with Charlie, who's at the time was 5, and then my wife, who was pregnant with my daughter at the time. And it was funny because like he was 5, so he didn't really like process the scariness of the movies. However, he now when we try to go back and watch him, he's like freaked out, and I'm like, bro, you were watching this when you're 5 years old. But I think now that he's kind of developed more cognitively, he's a little bit scared of those horror movies. But what are you gonna do? That's kids for you. Sometimes they're scared, sometimes they're not. What do you think? What should we go over first? Should we talk about VR accessories, or should we talk about like health and nutrition supplements? I'm gonna leave it up to you guys because I have it all right here with me anyway, so I can talk about either one. And I know more about I know more about the supplements than I do the accessories. And this is a good time for if you want to drop questions in the chat. I am not like a certified nutritionist, nor am I like a dietitian, but I've been working in this world long enough to know what works and what doesn't. And nutrition was a big part of my college degree. So I do know at least the basics of it, and I've been working with clients long enough to know what works and what doesn't. Don't forget if you're on Facebook or Twitch, and you can leave your questions there. But since it doesn't look like anyone's got a preference here, I'm gonna get started with supplements. Oh, look at that, Nick Clean, we're on the same pit. Whoops, almost dropped my whole Oculus on the floor. Good. I'm gonna get started with supplements then, and I'm gonna show you what I take, and then I'm gonna show you also like some stuff that I recommend, but I don't necessarily take. Um, and then I'm gonna show you, and then I'll like tell you the more commonly used supplements that people kind of waste their money on, which you don't need to take. Most of my supplements are protein. It's actually one of the most important supplements you can get, but there are other things in here. So let me get it all together here. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's one of my favorites. So let's just start with one of. I'm gonna keep these two together. Sorry. Okay. So I think the most important supplement that you could ever take is protein powder. I'm gonna link when I'm done with this stream. I'm gonna link Amazon affiliate links to all of this stuff in oh yeah, I got you, cha cha boom, I got you. So I'm gonna link all the products down in the description. I'll do it afterwards. That way, when you're done, if you want to keep like a list or something with you of the things you want to write or the things you want to buy, and you use my Amazon affiliate links, I'll get like a small kickback of it. It's not a lot of money, but I'm out here hustling for you guys, so it doesn't change the price or anything. So anyway, protein powder. This, in my opinion, I'm trying not to get a glare here, is the most important supplement. I use Isopure. This and oh, by the way, I'm not paid by any of these companies. Like, none of these companies give me anything. So I'm showing you the stuff that I actually buy, not the stuff that some people get paid to like hustle stuff. I don't. This is Isopure. Isopure, in my opinion, is the best protein powder. The second best, I would say, is like gold standard. Um, the reason I like Isopure, though, is that it has a very low. Let's see if I can get that in there. A very low carbohydrate and fat count. So like, you get a lot more protein and then a lot less like sugar and fat and all this other stuff. Because a lot of times what happens is when you buy a protein powder, there's a lot of things in it to make it taste good. Isopure just tastes good on its own, and they have pretty decent flavors. Now if you eat like a perfect diet and you don't, like, let's say you're just eating nice lean meats, fish, chicken, stuff like that, even like certain cuts of beef have good protein, you don't really need a protein powder. A lot of people swear by protein powder, but honestly, it's mostly just convenient food. That's really all protein powder is convenient food. So like for me, for example, like my goal from like I'm almost 40 now, and my goal moving forward is to preserve what muscle mass that I have. I'm not trying to get big. I'm not trying to like win any competitions or anything. I'm just trying to, when I'm 80 years old, look somewhat similar, maybe a little bit wrinklier than I do today. So like protein for me, I like it because it's super easy, and I'm not a huge fan of just like, you ever see fitness people? They just seem to eat just chicken and broccoli and rice for every meal. I can't do that. It's not like my thing. So I like Isopure. This one's the chocolate peanut butter flavor, but honestly, all of their flavors are super good. Again, I'm not like being paid by anybody to talk about any of this stuff. This is just the one that over the years I've done like Syntha 6. I've done Gold Standard. I've done like the vegan ones, which I don't really care for. Pea protein metabolizes differently in your body than like animal protein. So it's, if you don't care whether like you're vegan or whatever, you always want to go with like a soy or no, I'm sorry, a soy, an egg based, like an egg albumin based protein powder, and Isopure is a really good one. They also have a line of protein powder that like dissolves well in water. um People swear that you can put protein powder in water and it tastes good. I think it tastes like shit. So I don't ever I always put this in like a non-fat or a skim milk, and I don't usually put it in water because it just tastes like chocolate water, which sounds gross to say out loud. But they do make a line of protein powder that does taste okay when you put it in water, and they have like pink lemonade flavor ones, and they're actually pretty good. They just leave this weird kind of gritty film on your teeth, and it can be a little off-putting at first, but it's, you get used to it and it's really not that bad. It's just like you just kind of go. Some people are weird about texture and flavor. I'm not one of those people. I don't really care. But let's say you don't want to just like kill protein shakes all day, and you don't really want to like carry around a shaker bottle or anything like that. I totally understand that. Oh yeah, look at that. I talked about this when I first jumped in. This is my hat that I got at Spirit Halloween today, and it's got boom Chucky on the bottom right there. I saw this and I was like, well, I love flat brim hats. I gotta buy this one. So if you're, like I said, if you're not a fan of just like killing protein shakes all day, because they do kind of give you the shits and the farts, which is annoying. But this one is something that I recommend. So it's Metrex. They don't have an Isopure version of this, but it's a pancake mix that has a high protein count. So you get a good amount out of like eating like protein powder from the pancake. So it's like, I love these as a breakfast. And if you're not eating eggs for breakfast, let's say you're eating like more of a carb heavy breakfast, like cereal or granola or something like that, these are really good to add to them. And that's the protein powder. I get the buttermilk style. There you go. Boom. High protein, buttermilk. And then, like, if you look at the back, the nutrition label is pretty solid. You're getting um, still more carbs than you would a protein powder, but you're getting a solid amount of protein. So 12 grams, you get 12 grams of protein. And I'll talk about like how much you should be eating. Like a lot of people don't know how much protein you should actually be eating and they don't know what to do. But this one's 12 grams. This one is, I want to say 25. Yeah, 25 grams because you're getting like a more pure blend of it. And I usually, when I do protein, I do a scoop and a half. So it gives me plus whatever protein is in the milk. You got to factor that in as well. Um, Now, if you're someone, not everybody's trying to lose weight. Like some people, like either want to maintain or gain weight. I always recommend, and look, it's another Isopure because I like it, is this it's the Isopure Mass. So this is more of a weight gainer. And people get scared when they see like weight gainer. Like that's a big like, oh no, I'm gonna gain weight. And obviously, yeah, if you drink a lot of these, it's 600 calories for for a shake. So yeah, if you drink a lot of those, you're gonna gain weight. But a lot of this, again, it's just convenient meal. And the serving size is something crazy, like 2 scoops. Now, when you when you see the scoop, it's absolutely ridiculous because like I bought this for my son because he's so skinny. Like, look at the size of the scoop. Now, let me see if I can find something for comparison. I guess like my finger, like that is a giant scoop. And I'll even use the protein powder scoop just so you have a comparison here. Is this protein powder scoop, and I want to say protein powder is a quarter cup. It's been a long time since I actually looked, but like you can see the difference in the 2 scoops. And basically, if you're trying to put on weight, a mass builder like a Isopure mass is really, really good. The problem is they don't taste very good. The thing they taste like pure sugar because it's basically meant to be a muscle stimulant, growth stimulant, as well as like packing on calories. Like I'll never understand these people who are like, and my son is one of them, that they can't put weight on. Like I seriously just smell a hamburger and I gain 5 pounds. But it's one of those ones where I know dudes who will like they're like, I can't eat enough food and I just can't put on weight. And I always send them to the mass builder. And when you're doing that, you do get a little bit fatter, but you're also putting muscle on at the same time. One more protein source that I like, and the name is absolutely ridiculous, but I got Instagram marketed to, and I totally fell for it. And they're okay. They're called Bootylicious high protein muffins, and you basically just fill this with water. And I like them because they're 25 grams of protein and like 7 carbs, which is solid for a protein meal, especially if you're having muffins. They're pretty good. They have like kind of a fake sugar taste to them, but I drink Diet Coke, so that taste doesn't bother me. There's one problem with this, and this was good for me when I was at home working, but now that I'm back to teaching, is after I would say like a week of eating these, they started giving me the runs. Like I had to go poo all the time, so I had to like cycle off of these things because while they are delicious, they were like giving me the runs, and I would have to like stop my Zoom meetings to like go to the bathroom and use this. So I recommend this if your stomach can handle that kind of fake sugary sort of stuff. I don't know what's in it actually as far as sugar. I don't have my glasses on either. Erythritol, that's what it is. It's the erythritol that kind of gives you. That's the stuff they put in like fake sugar gummy bears and fake sugar chocolate chips. Okay. Last one here, creatine. Creatine is one of those things that people are scared to take, but if you're lifting weights, I recommend taking creatine. Isopure has, I want to say they have a creatine line, but this is the one that I use because it doesn't taste awful. Most creatine doesn't have a flavor. You just add it to like certain things. You add it to your like milk, or you add it to, your already making protein shake. But I like this one, this fruit punch one, and it's 6-star creatine times 3 because it's just got like 3 times the dose of creatine. But again, if you're not lifting weights, creatine is pretty useless. So again, one of those things where if it's not for you, don't take it. Here's my 2 non like powdered drink supplements that I take. Like I don't take a multivitamin because if you're eating right, or even like taking in enough protein and stuff, you don't really need a multivitamin. You're going to get all of that stuff from good foods that you're eating. I have a meal prep service that it's called Territory Foods that I use for my lunch, and then we use one of those box dinner things at night. Oh, what's it called? Chef's Table or something. I can't remember which one we use. They just deliver you the ingredients, and then you cook the food. It's not like pre-cooked food or anything, but so I'm already getting. And then my wife basically for breakfast every day, my wife at on Sundays, she cooks a challah bread at the beginning of the week, and it's like this big, and I just like tear it to pieces, and every day I eat some of the challah bread because it basically is mostly eggs, and it's like high protein, and it fills me up because again, I'm a school teacher, so I need to be able to have like energy from about 7 a.m. all the way to, yeah, challah bread. It's so delicious. I need energy basically from 7 a.m. all the way to 11 a.m. without needing to go to the bathroom and without like having to snack. So challah bread is for me the best breakfast because it like literally is high protein, it's carbohydrates, it's like literally everything you need in a meal. And I love the taste of it because when my wife makes it, it's freaking amazing. She makes za'atar challah bread, and that's my favorite season of all time is za'atar. I see your questions. I'm gonna get to them in a second. So someone asked me about magnesium. This is my combo that I take at nighttime. So if you're somebody that does not sleep very well, like for me, if I don't take a supplement, I pretty much wake up in the middle of the night for like an hour, and then I can't go back to bed, and then eventually I do, but it really disrupts my sleep. I have the only thing I've had, I've taken ZQL, I've taken like sleep aid stuff. Here's the combination. Here's the magic combination right here. Okay. I take Ollie, sleep. It's just melatonin, L-theanine, and just some, I don't know, herbs that probably don't do shit. But the most important part of this is the I just lost it. The melatonin, which is it's a hormone, but it's not like a hormone like steroids. And then ZMA. Okay, this if I had to pick any supplement that I couldn't live without, it's ZMA, and it stands for zinc, magnesium, and then like the A part randomly stands for like vitamin B6. It's so weird. I don't know why it stands for that, but when you see ZMA, it's like it never stands for zinc, magnesium, and like something with an A. It's like vitamin B6. But this combination, magnesium and zinc, like you have to take those two together. If you're taking magnesium, you have to take zinc too. The way your body takes in both of those types of vitamins, those are called micronutrients. The way your body takes them in, they need them to work together. So taking magnesium by itself really isn't very good for you. But ZMA, so you take like 3 of these, and then if you have trouble falling asleep, which I always do, I've talked about this pretty openly as I have like pretty bad sleep anxiety. It stemmed from one of my army buddies died in his sleep last year. We're live, Ricky. We are live. One of my army buddies died in his sleep last year, and since that happened, I have had just terrible sleep anxiety. Like I literally cannot fall asleep. But melatonin combined with ZMA is like the winning ingredient, the winning like combo for me to not like not only not wake up in the night, but stay asleep throughout the night. And I literally have found nothing else that works. Again, I've taken ZQL, I've taken like prescription sleep aids, and all of that shit does is just make me super tired in the morning. Like it puts me to sleep, no problem, but it keeps me tired like longer than I need to. Same, especially with the ZQL stuff. I was taking that long past like probably 3 years in a row. And then when my sleep anxiety kicked in, there was nothing that did anything except for that. I'm gonna go back a couple people just because I saw the some questions in here. Green drinks like athletic greens. I'm not familiar with athletic greens. I mean, it's not bad for you. The only thing I would say about drinks like that is you always have to be careful of the sugar content and stuff like that. So a lot of healthy things tend to put in like lemon juice or even lemonade, and then they say they use like raw sugar and stuff. But the big important thing is like if you can bear like just raw fruit juice. And I'm not a juice fan in general because typically what happens when you juice something is you're taking a lot of the fiber that's in it. So like for example, orange juice. They always tell you that orange juice and soda are kind of the same thing. The reason orange juice and soda are kind of the same thing is because, yeah, oranges are great, but you could probably drink an entire bag worth of orange juice. Like if you took like all of the oranges out of a bag and juiced them all, and then you could probably drink that whole thing. You'd probably be sloshy and gross afterwards, but you likely could do it because you've taken out all the fiber. But you couldn't eat a bag of oranges. And the reason is because like the oranges have that fibrous, the white stuff inside the orange. That's the fiber part. And when you're eating that, the fiber is the kind of thing that tells your body that you're full. So a lot of chips and like things that don't have a lot of fiber in them, they kind of rely on that to keep you eating them. So your brain is never registering that you're full, but you're probably long past full. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, with the athletic greens, you just got to be careful of the sugar content. I would always look at that, and if you're someone that can drink sugar and it doesn't really affect you, do it. It's again, but for me, if I eat too much sugar, I get I get fat real quick, and I'm not a keto fan. I'm not someone who does keto. Obviously, I eat challah bread every morning, but like sugar like messes with me, and I can't even tell you why. It probably was from when I was a lot heavier and I was pre-diabetic. I'm guessing that's probably why sugar still messes with me a lot. My wife bought last week. She bought Milk Bar. I don't know where you guys live, but if you've ever been to Milk Bar, it's probably the best fucking ice cream I've ever had in my life. And they had it at Whole Foods, like a pint of Milk Bar ice cream, and like I was eating it, and I just felt really shitty after like 2 days of it, so I had to stop eating it. So I'll stick to like I can't remember the name of the company, but it's like the ice cream that's like Muffin Top? No. It's maybe it is Muffin Top. I don't know. It's that kind of lower calorie ice cream, but I like that one. That one's pretty good. Muffin Top? It might be Muffin Top. I forget. Let's see here. So that's my take on athletic greens. Just watch the sugar content, but if it's vegetables, it's good for you. I mean, basically. Does it make sense to cook a special diet to get most of the way where you need to be with proteins, or is this just way too little? I mean, honestly, for a special diet, it depends. I mean, like you got to think about people from different countries and different cultures have different diets. How about now? Can you guys hear me now? I think that's good now. I think you should be able to hear me okay. So I'm gonna keep trucking along. Yohimbe, I know it's one of those ones that I feel like comes up a lot and like people swear by it, but I can't tell for sure if it's something that's worth checking out. I'll look into it. Again, I'm not positive, and I don't want to be one of those like guys that just like pretend like I know what it is when I don't. I'm never afraid to um like tell you that I don't know something because obviously none of us can know everything. There's certain trainers out there that pretend like they know everything. I obviously don't. So Yohimbe, again, I won't comment on it because I don't know, but I do hear it come. It might be one of those kind of trendy ones that comes up a lot. But honestly, and then magnesium with anxiety. Honestly, I don't know what helps with anxiety. That's been like the struggle since I was probably like 16 years old. What helps with anxiety? And I've tried pretty much everything. The one thing that like sometimes I'll have like a really bad anxiety attack, which sucks. Like if you're someone who's ever had an anxiety attack, those suck. And I live in a medical marijuana state. I don't smoke medical marijuana because I just don't like I'm not someone who likes to drink or smoke weed or anything like that. So I don't like the feeling of being, I mean, a glass of red wine or like a beer, that's one thing, but like there are some people that just live their life stoned and I don't get it. I'll never I don't like to feel out of control. Like I knew guys in high school, they would just do ecstasy and they all run like crazy conspiracy theory websites now. Literally in front of mine, he runs one of the more popular on the internet crazy conspiracy websites, and like people love him. He goes off the deep end though. And I remember him from high school, and he used to just do ecstasy all the time. Like he would take ecstasy and then go to school. It was crazy. And I'm not shocked that his brain is just, pudding right now and he's just screaming about like Columbia and microchipping and all this craziness. But I'm not someone who likes to take that. But where I was going with this is I found that topical THC. So like I've used CBD and that works okay, but like I don't like taking it. It makes me a little tired. But topical THC, if you live in a medical marijuana state, I would recommend it. It's like a lotion that you just put on. And if you have like really tight or cramping muscles, it makes it go away instantly. It's weird. I don't have any, I haven't needed it in a while. My anxiety has been pretty okay lately. I think getting back to work has helped. But topical THC, it literally just like takes away for me personally, my anxiety, and I don't get anxious when I put on and all it is, it's like a hand lotion. And I always put it like on my chest or my back or my neck, but you can like put on your hands or whatever. You just gotta be careful because if you put it on your hands and you touch your eye, you'll get stoned and it'll happen really fast. So it's happened before to me. Like I think I did it before bed because what I get at night is I get anxiety and I get like restless leg where my legs just keep tightening and tightening. I don't get like the fluttery legs, but my legs just tighten up. And if I put it on my legs, like it goes away. And one time I put on my legs and then I just was like not even thinking, I went like this. And then I went, ooh, something weird. Feel like my eye went numb. And yes, it absolutely helps with restless leg syndrome. And that's like the only thing I can take that makes my restless leg syndrome go away. It's bananas and it works almost immediately. So I recommend it. Yeah, I can't recommend like a brand because the ones I have in Pennsylvania, I'm in Philly. So the ones we have in Pennsylvania are going to be different than the ones that are going to be like in California or something. If you're in California, there's one called Mary's Medicinals. That's a really good. I have to have like some people, bring it back for me when they go over there. And then the one I use in the one out of Philly or out of Pennsylvania, it's like called Dr. Solomon's um, topical THC or something. It's like the 1-to-1 THC to CBD, and I recommend that. But again, I'm not somebody who like smokes weed or takes edibles. Like I don't like the feeling of being high, so I'm not someone who does that. So but topical does not get you high. It doesn't at all. It might make you a little tired sometimes, but like honestly, if you just put it like on your legs or your chest or whatever, it makes anxiety attacks just stop in their tracks. It's so weird. But yeah, that's what I recommend for anxiety. Obviously, you could take medication for it. Again, I'm not like big pharma, but I also try my best not to take as many like narcotics or over the counter medicines as I should, because like when we break it down, like we're humans and we shouldn't be taking too much medicine. I know people that just like pills, and of course they're feel like shit all day because they just kind of eat pills for breakfast. So I don't know, I know there are certain diseases and certain things you have to take medicines for, but like I do my best not to take like earlier this year I had appendicitis and I was in the hospital for 5 days, and then I eventually had to take it out. They had to take my appendix out, and they prescribed me narcotics, and I did my best to not take them. And I took them one time, and it was because if you've ever had like a surgery where they give you like referred pain. I'll explain what that means in a second. Basically, when you have your appendix taken out, they have to stick a few holes in you, like in your belly. Like I still have scars up the side of me from it, and they fill you with CO2, not the scary one, not carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, I guess, and it like fills you up, so it like puffs you up like a balloon. So then they can stick another thing in you to like arthroscopically remove it. So after you're done, though, is there's still going to be some like carbon dioxide in your body working its way out, so you end up like farting and like burping a lot. But it causes this thing called referred pain, and it's like where you have terrible pain in your shoulder and your back for no reason other than it's from the carbon dioxide. So that was the only time I ever took the narcotic this year from that. Like the other pain, I'll take a Tylenol or something, but I do my best not to take, medicine whenever I can. The only time I ever take like ibuprofen is if like last week I started a new lifting cycle and I was doing hypertrophy lifting, which is like high reps and kind of medium weights, and I haven't done that in a while. So I ended up taking ibuprofen for that just because I was just a mess and I couldn't walk up the stairs. But fish oil is another one that I wish fish oil to me is like flossing. I wish I did it more. Like I wish I took more of it. It's good for inflammation. It's good, fatty acids and like everything in it is good for you. But I just for some reason I can never remember to take it. They're so giant. They're like this big too. So I think fish oil is a good one as well. Some that I don't recommend. And when hold on, let me double check that I got this going. I don't know why I keep saying it was okay. Yeah, we're good. Um, the only thing I don't recommend as far as like it's gonna be a waste of money more than anything else is, and this is a trendy one, that's BCAAs. And if you don't know what BCAAs are, it's just they're branch chain amino acids. And if you're eating right or taking protein already, you do not need BCAAs. It stands for branched chain amino acids, and it's basically it helps with recovery, but it's marketed these days as if it's like the only thing you should be taking with recoveries. The good thing about it is it's lower in calories. Like you could probably kill a BCAA drink and only take in like 30 calories. The bad thing is you're just going to pee them out. It's not really anything that you need unless you're just a garbage diet, a dumpster fire diet. So I don't recommend BCAAs. It's just expensive Kool-Aid that makes your pee, a lot brighter than it should be. But yeah, that's my kind of spiel on supplements as far as body supplements. So if you have any more questions, go ahead and let me know. I'm gonna jump into my VR accessories though. Let me. Does everyone, or is it just me, just have 6,000 of these Target bags at home? Maybe it's just me. Hold on. Let me get these things. I'm gonna take a quick water break. Hold on. Best supplement ever. It's not really a supplement. Supplement implies that you don't need it. Hold on. Guys, I'm so pissed. I got this brand new camera. If you watched my last video, you'll notice the quality is like 10 times better. I got a brand new camera. Cannot get it to work with StreamYard. I don't know what it is, but it will not read as a webcam. It sucks because it's such a beautiful camera and it works so well. But so we're on my MacBook camera. These are just cords. I'm looking for that one actually. Okay, so let's talk about some VR accessories. I did a couple weeks back a video. Actually, no, I'm gonna jump in with these ones because I know I got some supernatural people in here. These things are great. Hold on, this is actually the top of a Switch controller. Hold on. Uh-oh, someone's got a timer going. I think wife must be cooking challah bread. So you've probably seen these before. These are like accessories that you use to connect and lengthen your Oculus controllers for like, where the hell's my Oculus at? Huh. To like lengthen your Oculus controllers, and they're supposed to like be helpful for games like Beat Saber and shit like that, but I don't know. I don't think they are. Like, so you kind of stick your controller in like this, and some people like to use them for for Supernatural. It's, I mean, I don't know. Let me see. Hold on, let me get it going. So once they're kind of a pain to put on. They basically look like that. There's a little bit more to it, but what it does is it extends your grip, so you feel like you're swinging something a little bit differently. They're okay, like they're fine to use. Obviously, it's in the wrong hand, but like they're fine to use. I never really use them though because I've never had an issue with like power really in Supernatural. I mean, obviously power sucks in Supernatural, but they don't feel any better or worse to me. So I don't really use these very often. And if I'm being honest, I've never tried them for Beat Saber, which is what they're intended for. You can tell they're, because they're red and blue, they're meant for Beat Saber. But I've never actually tried them for Beat Saber. I'll have to try them this weekend. I got to do some more Beat Saber this weekend. But yeah, these are cool. They're like $15, something like that. Again, I'm gonna put the links to all of these down in the description. I have so many VR accessories because like some people just send them to me and they're like, "Hey, if you review this, cool. If not, cool." And like some of the stuff I haven't reviewed because I'm just like, what the hell am I gonna say? But that is my son's headphones. Hold on. And then let's see here. Since we're on the topic of grips, I'll stick with grips. Oops. Again, this is like a mixed bag of like Switch stuff and Oculus stuff because my son is the one who plays most of this stuff. Like he plays the Switch mostly in the Oculus. I'm gonna show you these silicone grips. These are okay, I would say. Hold on. They're, again, most of this stuff is just a bitch to put on. And since the batteries run out so quick, at least on me, for some reason I feel like my batteries always run out. So these are the silicone grip covers. And these are, I'll give them an okay. They're okay. And but the problem is like they have these holes in them so that they feel better. Like they feel, they make the controller weirdly heavier than like you'd expect. And they fit nice. Like they fit okay. The problem is like, okay, so see these holes they have all over them? These holes are meant to keep like the infrared sensors from like being blocked by everything. The problem is they don't line up with the VR sensor or with the infrared sensors on it. So, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is so it does actually kind of affect the tracking when you use this. So if you're gonna use this, it has to be lined up pretty perfectly. I'm trying to like see. Look. Can you see that? Hold on. See that? It's, and they're seated in there nicely, but like you can see that doesn't line up, and it that's gonna block it. So it does affect the tracking a little bit. They look cool. The only reason I bought them is they match my stupid headset. If you've never watched any of my videos, like I bought them because they match my Saved by the Bell headset, and that's literally the. So I ended up buying these ones, and never using them because it seemed like I kept losing like my bats kept floating away on Supernatural, so I stopped using them. So those ones are cool. So I talked about those ones. I talked about these ones here, like these little hand extenders. The other ones that I have, and I actually like these, but man, they're so hard to put on. Let me show you. I'm gonna just show you how they're supposed to go on, and then because they're difficult to put on. But like, so this one, it goes like this here. It's the Knuckle Strap one. I'm not going to stick this one through, but like, so they go like this, and then it just wraps around here, and then it has like a knuckle strap that covers right here. So like, instead of having the wrist strap wrapped around a safety, the knuckle strap goes around. Okay, so these are my favorite ones. I really like these ones. Two problems though. The first one is that this thing right here, okay, so basically how it works is you put the grip part in, and then it seats in, and it sits really nicely, and it's got a nice grip, and it doesn't cover any of the infrared sensors, right? Perfect, so far so good. Then here's the real motherfucker right here. Okay, this part right here it's like a rubber band piece, and it has to get wrapped around, And then see this part right here? It took me like way longer than it should to figure this out. Has to get wrapped around and then laced through, like in through like if you're like threading a needle through a hole, it has to go through that hole right there. Right now, here's the problem: is this thing once it gets wrapped around is super tight. So what I ended up having to do is raid my wife's sewing kit and grab like a metal, it's a needle threader, right? So it's like a metal piece. I stick it in there, pull it through, and then it's fine. It sits perfectly. And then you just attach this knuckle part on. And I actually really like these. The problem is they're a pain in the ass to put on. And after I've taken it off to replace the battery, I never want to put it back on again. And they fit weird in my carry case. And I end up filming a lot at my gym, so I don't always like to put them in there because then they don't sit right in my carrying case. However, if that's not something that you worry about, the knuckle strap one I would say is the best out of here. Let me show you all three again. So we had the silicone one that kind of looks like a silicone piece that goes around the whole top. We had the grip piece that kind of has here, and then the knuckle piece. I prefer those. It feels at first it feels weird, but it's way more comfy than like the wrist strap part. And then these ones here, I'll pick this one every time, this knuckle one. Again, I'm gonna put links to all this, like affiliate links to all these in the description. So if you want them, just go through my link and I'll get like $1. It's not a lot of money. Let's see here. Oh, you want to see something really cool? You're not gonna. Anyone want to take a guess what's in this one? This one's pretty good. Yeah. Anyone take a guess what this is? I'll come back to this. I want you to guess what's in this bag. You'll never guess. Okay, you're never gonna guess, but guess what's in that one. I'll come back to it though. Let's see here. So I have here's this one. You probably have seen my video. That's the what do you call it? The I can't even think of it. Oh, the anti-fog one. That's kind of one of my more higher performing videos. This is the nose piece that goes that kind of is the vented nose piece right there. So you can see it has like the vents to where air can get in, and then it kind of like doesn't fog up as much. I like this one, okay, but there's a problem with it, and if I can find the other piece to it, just give me a moment. Can you hear my son stomping around in there? Wild animal. Here it is. Okay, so here's a problem with this one. Like, I like this vented cover, and it fits nicely. I'll grab my Oculus. Okay, so it fits nicely here, just so you know you're all wrong. So you take off that part, and then so this fits nicely. Okay, so it seats in there pretty easy. It goes in, it just kind of pops in. Like if you've never changed this before, it just kind of like pops in pretty nicely actually. So it's all in there, boom, sticks nicely. Here's the issue. Okay, so for some strange reason, they opted to make the nose piece interchangeable on this. So like this thing works pretty good. If you watch my video, yeah, you are all wrong. If you watched my video on the fogging one, this works pretty good as far as an accessory goes, but this stupid thing, like there's no reason that this needs to be separate than this. Like it's so frustrating because not only does this thing fall off a lot, it's that you have to keep putting it on, and it's like a weird, I'll try to get close, thing where it has to like wrap around. So if this thing falls off mid gaming, it literally takes like another 5 minutes to take off your headset, put this back on, but there's no reason that this should be detached. And I always forget which way it goes. I think it's this way. But there's really no reason for this to be detached. And the foam, it's a little cheap feeling. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that one. I just basically use the original Oculus, the one with the foam that makes you have zits everywhere. And then I just put my own silicone cover. Again, I bought the silicone cover. I like the silicone cover. It's, you sweat, whatever. But I just bought it again because it matched my 90s theme. If you hadn't noticed by now, like most of the stuff I do on here is like 80s, 90s theme. Let's see here. I use the VR cover interface that Oculus sent out. An original interface started causing a rash. Yeah, then okay, yeah. See, for this one, this is what that other one should be. It should be an attached nose piece, just like that. This thing, I don't take this off. This always is on there, and I never have a problem. I'll put a link to the description. They have a bunch of cool colors too. I just like this one because it matched like the purple in my. It had to match. I wasn't gonna let it not match. How are you gonna have like a crazy Oculus looking thing here and then not have it all match? So it's driving me nuts that I can't turn these a different color. While I have this up, let me go back to this one because you're all wrong. You're all wrong about this. Are you ready? Okay, you're gonna fucking die. Here we go. I'm gonna put these on, and then I'm gonna have you guess again. Like I'm gonna put them on, and I still want you to guess what they are. Okay, they're so stupid. They're so ridiculous. Okay, I swear they're for VR. I swear to you, they are. All right, all right. I'm putting them back on. Ow, oh, they hurt. There we go. Oh, it's got to pinch your nose. That's right. Okay, go ahead. Feel free to guess again. Okay. So while I'm doing that, while you're guessing for a second time, Viewmaster skin. Oh, that would be so cool. Yeah. Okay. So while you're guessing for a second time, aha, Mike, you got it. You're the smartest man in the world. Okay, so these are anti-motion sickness goggles. They don't work. They don't work. So I bought this. I was gonna do like a whole video testing different types of motion sickness. Yeah. So basically, what they do is they create an artificial horizon, so you don't. Yeah. Okay. So listen. I was gonna do a motion sickness video. I was, and the problem is I don't get motion sickness. Like it doesn't bother me. I can do the craziest different VR games, and none of it like affects me at all. And so it's hard for me as a person that doesn't get affected by motion sickness is to stop having motion. Like I don't get it. I've never gotten it on boats. I've never gotten it. I guess I'm one of the lucky ones. So what this does is you put these on, and then like no matter where you turn, you're always going to have this kind of like like Michael said, which is way better than what I was going to say, is this artificial horizon. So you never really feel like you're off balance, I guess. I can't really tell you the ins and outs of it. And so you have them on the front and then on the side as well. These are just ridiculous though. Look at this. Look at this. I look like a villain from Sonic the Hedgehog or something. Look at this. So you have them on the side, so like the horizons kind of match, and like no matter how you turn your head, it always feels like you're upright. And these are just ridiculous. So yeah, I know, right? I did luck out in the motion sickness. You know what? We're just gonna keep these on just in case for some reason I get motion sickness, and just to confuse the hell out of anyone who might pop into the stream midway through. We're gonna keep these on. Okay, I'm gonna assume that I'm back. Now I'm just gonna leave the microphone here so I don't keep bumping into it. Hopefully you guys can hear me. And okay, so again, this is the Deadeye VR driver. It's the driver. Get it? Get it? Driver VR. Anyway, I don't know how much you heard. Yeah, the microphone's up here now, so I'm gonna try my best not to bump into it, but I'm a fucking klutz. So I like all of this guy's stuff. And yeah, no, I mumble too. That doesn't help that I mumble. So I'm not shocked you can't read my lips. But when you put this bad boy in here, it sits really nicely in here. And then it just kind of like buckles around the top. But like if you're a good like if you like playing golf games, this is something that you like that you should definitely pick up. They're not expensive, and the guy who makes all of this stuff at Deadeye is like he likes like really high quality stuff. So he makes like gun attachments, and yeah, he has ping pong paddle attachments. He's got all those different things, and people always get all upset and they're just like, well, you can't see the gun, why do you need a gun? And honestly, it's not even about like seeing the gun on the end of the thing. It's about having the balance of it. So if you've ever fired a pistol before, it doesn't it doesn't feel like this. You don't feel like this, okay? But like, I mean, you can hold it, but it doesn't feel like that. I did 5 years in the army. That's not what a pistol feels like. But when you add like the weight to the front of it, it feels really good, and it like something about it makes it feel a lot better. So yeah, I actually had a video on the drum game. Um, other drum game. Oh, I'm sorry, other drum games. But yeah, it has a little bit of weight to it, and it feels really good. So if you're playing like games, I'm not gonna say like fitness games, but if you're playing games like I don't know, Onward or something, they're pretty legit. But again, I don't have time to do anything, so I don't play Onward or Pop One or anything like that. So I'll leave if you guys know about that. But all I know is it does feel really good. He also is going to be sending me some like boxing gloves that have a spot for the Oculus thing just for the weight. I don't know how I feel about it, but um like I don't know. I mean, one of my bigger videos is the fact that I don't like putting weights in VR, and I feel like putting Muay Thai gloves on or boxing gloves is just going to be basically putting weight on. Where's that stupid thing? Is like putting weight inside. Yeah, it's like literally boxing gloves. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on, I'll pull it up for you guys right now. And then I'll share my screen. Dead Eye boxing gloves VR. Oh yeah, they popped up. Okay, so they're called boxing mitts. Oh yeah, here they are. Hold on. Let me see if I can share my screen with you real quick. Hold on. Share my screen. Share screen. I think. Share screen. Chrome tab, Deadeye, share. Okay, so I just pulled these up on Amazon. This is what it looks like right there. So they kind of just have a spot for it. So I don't know, they're just basically boxing gloves with, let's see, does he have a video? No video, but you can kind of see how it's set up. It just has like a cup it goes in. I don't know. I'll try them, I guess. I don't expect much out of them. I already told him straight up that I'm kind of like the anti hand weights guy, so you shouldn't ever like look to me to try out like boxing or like weighted stuff. I know there's some people out there that love doing the like weights in VR, and I'm like adamantly against it. And I'll never ever. In fact, the next video for next week, I kind of go into it more about why even for like, yeah, we all know Beat Saber and like Supernatural, you shouldn't put in the weights, but like even games like Synth Riders and stuff, it's just a waste of time. It's not even like that it's bad for you. But it is. It's bad for your joints. But it's just a waste of time. There's no point in doing it. Again, next week's video, I'm going to cover it. Next week's video is going to be more about like beginner friendly VR fitness tips. But because I'm at a point right now where I'm trying to milk the algorithm to get a few more subscribers. So I need more searchable things as opposed to like things that maybe not searchable. 5 people in here, 5 likes. It's okay. Don't worry about liking this. Again, I don't care about the likes. I don't care really all that much about subscribers. You guys it's fun to hang out with you, and it's fun to have like a community. And I don't care about the likes. So don't worry about that. Here's the but like it if you want to. I guess I won't stop you. Okay. I got 6 on my end, so I don't know what you're saying. Now I got 7. So this is the headset that I use, and I did a whole video on this, and it's called the Deluxe Audio Head Strap. So I'm doing this one. This is the one I use pretty regularly. Here's a couple things I like about it. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you binging my videos. That helps me out. That gives me money. So here's how my VR is set up right now. Okay, so it looks kind of a hot mess, but I prefer this to the what's it called? The one that comes with it, which I think is in there somewhere. And then I prefer it to the one that breaks. I forget the name of it. You'll have to remind me what the name of the one that breaks. The one that everyone gets. Premium, I guess. I don't know what it's called. I like this one because A, it's got headphones that attach, which is awesome. B, it's got this face pad thing right here, which at first I didn't like, and now I like a lot. And then C, it's got this head elite strap. That's the one. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. See, no expert here. Just having fun. And then it's got this one in the back here. Okay, so here's what I like about this one. And this is going to be like my mini review of this one. And the guy, so this one I got for free. The guy from the Deluxe Audio, he sent it to me and he's like, hey, can you review this? I was like, sure. Okay, so I reviewed this one. And then he sent me this one with a couple of different modifications and upgrades to it. Now, I don't like this one as much. I prefer the original one, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, so this one, it's got leather. Okay, so it's got hold on. Let's try that again. It's got leather. Okay, it's pleather. It is. It's not real. And so do these ones. These ones, it's a little bit nicer version of this. Okay, so it's okay. That we're good. But then here's what happens. Here's where it all starts falling apart. Okay. This right here, I'm going to take this one off. And they're super easy. Okay. Super easy to take on and off. So here's the one he sent me first. Here's the second one with these like the upgrades or modifications. There's another guy on YouTube. I forget his name. I follow him, but he does like reviews of all this kind of stuff. His review is like way more in depth. He prefers this one. If I figure out who he is like in the next couple minutes, I'll link him down in the description. But so here's the new one. Okay, here's what I don't like about it. I'm gonna stick it on my head on my actual VR so you can kind of see. So it goes on just as easy. So instead of like having to pop everything off, hopefully I didn't lose. VR Cauldron. Oh my god, you guys know everything. VR Cauldron, that's the dude. Okay, I love that you guys know this stuff. Thank you. Okay, I'll still link him down. If you should follow him. He's a good guy. I don't know. He just does reviews. I try to. Oh, did I get it? Yeah. I try to follow all of the VR people out there. Mostly just like the fitness people, like me and Elena, are the ones that I watch pretty regularly. But okay, so here it is on. All right, and so okay, so it's okay. I don't like this thing. Okay, I don't like this cup thing, and you can see it's a little flimsy. All right, and then when you put it on. Let's see if I can put this on. Okay, when you put it on, at first it feels comfortable. Like it feels a little bit more comfortable, but after a while, it's something about it doesn't sit on a head right. I guess maybe I have an odd shaped head or something, but this cup thing, I don't like the way it sits on my head, and I don't really care for Oh, and also you have to have a bigger head. The guy from VR Cauldron said that this is good for a small head. I disagree because I have a 6-year-old at home, and literally he put this thing on and was just like, "Hey, Dad," and turned his head like this, and the whole Oculus flew off his friggin' head, and it was as tight as it can go. So I don't really care for this one as much, okay, because it does not feel as tight. At first, I thought I wanted something like this, and it comes with 2 of these. The good thing is you can take these off, and I guess if I really wanted to, I could just add this foamy piece. But I don't like the leather on my forehead because it creates contact sweat and it makes me sweatier. Okay, so I don't like that. And I like this one better because all of the stuff that's foam, and like some people don't like the foam, but here's what I like about it is you can take this off. Oops. You can I totally just fucking ripped it. Oh my god. I just fucking broke this thing. So here's why I used to like it is you could take this off. Bye, Bobby. You can take this off. And as long as you don't grab cool. And as long as big oops. As long as you don't grab it, well, I guess we get to dissect this thing, and at least I got another backup. So what ended up happening is I grabbed it by the actual this thing, and I thought it was this thing, and I ripped it off, and now we're left with this thing. So it looks kind of like a banana. So, okay, don't eat it. The good news is, as I guess I can just leave this on, but I think what I can do is I can just take this cup thing off, and probably, you know what? I bet, let's make sure I grab the right spot this time. I bet if I just, oh, are you serious? I'm going to have to update this review, my friend. Okay, so I feel like if I just take this Wow, this thing's toast, man. I feel like if I take this piece off, the back piece that I like, and I stick it on here, I bet you it still works good. Let me see. Let's see. The big test will see if my if it works on my side. Yeah, you know what? That still works pretty well. So I guess I'm just kind of like Frankensteining a headset together right now. So I have just like kind of the best of both worlds. Yeah, did not expect that to completely just tear on a live stream, but I guess that's what happens when you're live. I don't like these things. I don't. They're I don't know. I don't like them. Maybe you do. I don't. Um but as far as my VR accessories, the only other thing I would recommend is the same guy from the Deluxe audio headset, the guy that sent me that thing that I just broke on live. He sent me this as well. And I can't get into it. So basically what this is, it's like a piece that you hook to your headphones and then you attach to the side of your Oculus, and then you plug it in with this piece, and it kind of like here's why I don't like it. You're going to see exactly in a second why you're not going to like it either. So let's pretend like I don't have headphones here, like, because even though I do. So when you put this on, and this is what it looks like. So it kind of sticks out like this. So it kind of sticks out. See that? So now you have this. Oh, Jesus. You have this part sticking out. Look how much it sticks out. Okay. So what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to put that thing in. Okay. You can kind of see right here. And then connect a Bluetooth audio to that thing. And then it's supposed to be like a latent free or low latency not VR, Bluetooth kind of adapter that you can like play with the Bluetooth headphones. Here's the deal though, okay? Nobody wants this thing sticking. Come on. Nobody wants this big old looks like a car remote, the boop, 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 boop. Nobody wants that sticking off the side of their Oculus so they can accidentally break it. And then the headphones are literally like right next to the ears. There's no reason to have Bluetooth headphones, in my opinion, especially if you already have a headset that has the headphones connected to it. There's no point to it. But yeah, so that's, I think, the last of my super cool accessories. Yeah, I think we got through all of them. If you have any questions, again, about supplements, about accessories, things like that, let me know in the comments. I'm going to hang out for like another 5 minutes or so. But if you have questions, let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. I talked a lot about supplements earlier on in the video, but I am not afraid to talk about them again because it's kind of just part of the deal. What have you guys been watching on YouTube? I've been trying to follow more people on YouTube to like watch and VR or just gaming in general. What do you guys like to watch? I'm curious what people are watching besides me, because I'm always down to watch some YouTubers. I like stealing ideas from people when I can. Oh my, I can't believe that thing broke. What a piece of shit. I mean, oh, so cool. Cool. What are you guys watching besides FitPro VR, the best channel on YouTube? Okay. Broken. You know what I watch a lot of? I watch a lot of like retro gaming. I watch a lot of like John Riggs, John Hancock, Angry Video Game Nerd. Ask Mel. What is Ask Mel about? I'm curious. Maybe I should ask Mel. Dad jokes. Yeah, but I'm always down to follow like new YouTubers. I love Elena. Man, if you don't follow Elena, Fit Body Elena on YouTube, you're missing out. She is just the funnest, like funnest isn't a word. I know this. She is like the most fun person in the world to like watch. I forgot this one. Oh, I'm going to talk about this one. VR Wave. Oh, these are awesome. I don't know if any of you have VR Wave, or I can't believe I forgot that one. They're standing right here. I got 2 sets of them. They're eyeglasses. So instead of like wearing your glasses in your headset, basically what you do is you attach this piece here. You can see kind of the inside has these little magnetic bolts to them. And then I can't believe I didn't see those here. And then basically, I know I said basically like 6 times just now, they create a lens that has your prescription on it. So you can see kind of my yeah, VR is so much fun. I can't believe how good it is. I don't think he'll take any of my advice though, based on the Discord. Because I hopped on there and he's just like, should I change the name? And everyone's like, yes, change the name. And he's like, oh, it's too hard. So basically what these are, they're just lenses that kind of pop on here. And then you have like, instead of wearing glasses, you can just take these lenses off and on. And it's cool because like my wife has really bad eyesight, so if she wants to use them, she can. I wear glasses too. My eyesight isn't so bad, so I'm not like dependent on these. But if I want a little bit clearer vision, um, they work really well. But it's mostly for like my wife, so I have one for me, one for my wife, and she's not as big of a gamer as I am though. If you want VR Wave though, if you go into the if you're buying VR Wave and you use the code ARI, I think ARI, you'll get like a discount. I'm pretty sure, at least. I think that's what he told me. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't made a video on these yet. I don't know if I'm going to make a full on video because like they're literally just glasses. I might just throw it as like a little ad spot inside a higher performing video, but who knows? Yeah, the VR Rit video I have right now is kind of crushing it. It's surprising because like the last few videos I've been making, they're okay, but I haven't been focusing on feeding the algorithm, which is what we call in the YouTube world where you make content that you know people are looking for. So like anytime I make supernatural content, I'm gonna get a higher click through and like higher views. But I don't play a lot of supernatural anymore, so it's like, I mean, what else are you gonna say? Oh, speaking of supernatural though, next Sunday, guess who I'm gonna have on for live is gonna be Antonio. I know I did an interview with him already, but he's going to be on for a live stream. I'm going to ask him a bunch of questions. So if you have questions, Antonio Harrison is going to be on next Sunday, and we're going to BS and talk. I'm going to try and keep it like meditation themed, but we're going to chat. So if you have questions for him, bring them. He's super chill. I've talked to him once already. I did an interview a few months back when my channel was like super, super little. But he's going to be on and answering questions from you guys as well. So please, please, I know you guys are here every Sunday anyway, but if you want to, chit chat with Antonio, can't believe I just said chit chat, but if you want to talk to Antonio, come next Sunday and we'll be on, just shooting the shit about meditation and fitness. He's chill, dude. He's a really fun guy. I wish I lived in LA. I could just meet these guys in person, but one day. Also, I still think you should petition for me to be a guest coach on Supernatural. It will never happen. Like they do. I don't think they like me very much because I talk. I'm not just like a diehard fanboy for Supernatural. I point out their weaknesses, and I don't think they like that very much. But I still think it would be funny to be like a guest. Like my brother lives in LA, so let me see. That's funny. I saw my like my brother lives in LA, so I'll go visit my brother and then coach some. I don't care, but it'll be funny. I wouldn't take it serious at all. Okay, guys. Now I'm just rambling now, folks. Thanks again for coming to my stream. I will see you next Sunday with Antonio. I appreciate all of you for hanging out with me and looking at my all my supplements and all my crazy VR accessories. Give me like a day. I'll have all of the links in the description. So if you're interested in buying any of them, go ahead and go through mine. Trip compared to Supernatural, Trip's better. Supernatural is literally like, if you've ever played Supernatural, I don't know, Mike, I don't think you're in the US, are you? But if you've ever played Supernatural, it's like you're in a landscape and you're doing, you're hitting stuff. But it doesn't really change. All it really is a voice and and like a background. It's not really too much, but you're getting the voices. That's what I thought. So, you're getting the voices of the coaches. So if you're like into the coaches and stuff, it's cool. And me personally, I didn't really dig it. It wasn't my thing. I thought it was a little kind of contrived. Like the first time I did the meditation, it was like, now you're feeling really, really good about yourself. And like, I don't know, it felt like they were putting on airs or something. I don't know. That could just be me and just my crazy brain that doesn't like meditation very much. Anyway, I gotta cut the stream off before my wife yells at me. Folks, it's great to see you all. I will see you next week. Have a great weekend. It's Sunday. Have a great week, and I'll see you next one. Bye, everybody.